Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to be talking about this news that just came out that says that apparently there is going to be a new Thundercats film, and it's going to be from the person who directed Godzilla vs Kong, Adam Wingard. Now, I have not seen Godzilla vs Kong myself, but from what I heard, most people actually do like it. So maybe it could be good. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But and the original news broke out in the Variety article, but this is from Bounding into Comics, and since I want to support them, I'll go ahead and just read the article from Bounding into Comics. So Warner Brothers announces new Thundercats film from live action Death Note production team. Now that in itself does make me it makes me worried because I don't know if you saw the live action Death Note film, but I'm pretty sure everyone unanimously agrees that the movie was fucking garbage. The movie was not good. Like, fans of the manga and the anime unanimously agree. The movie was not good. Like, it was a horrible, horrible adaptation. But then again, that was Death Note, and this isn't going to be from what I heard, it's not going to be live action, so there is that. So thank God. So let's go ahead and read the article. Continuing the trend of reviving properties from the 80s for cinematic outings. Yep, it's another 80s property that's still being brought back because unfortunately a lot of people today just refuse to sit down and actually make new things. They would rather just, or I guess Hollywood would just rather take older properties that have already proven to work and then just bring them back. Even though they don't realize that when these came out, they were original properties themselves and they still worked. That should tell you that original properties can still work. But whatever. Has announced that a new Thundercats film is currently in development, helmed by the production team behind the live action Death Note adaptation. Oy. First revealed on March 29th, exclusive by Deadline. Also, sorry, it was broken. The news was broken in a Deadline, not Variety. Sorry. The film will apparently be based on the animated TV series that ran from 1985 to 1989 by Rankin Bass and several other iterations, comic books and merchandise. That's true. There were a lot of comic books. I don't know if you've read them. I've read a couple of them, and I thought they were pretty good. Helming the project will be director Adam Wingard, fresh up Godzilla vs. Kong, and the Ride Back producer Dan Lin, and Vertigo producer Roy Lee, the three of whom previously fulfilled the same roles for Netflix's live-action Death Note movie. Oh, Jesus Christ. According to Deadline, the script for the film was originally written by David Cogshall, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, but will be rewritten by Wingard and fellow filmmaker Simon Barrett from Blair Witch, which I think I remember hearing was not really all that good. The Thundercats film will also reportedly feature a hybrid of CGI and animation. Okay, and will use the animated series as a jumping off point. Oh, okay, so is it going to be like a continuation of the original? Is it going to be a continuation of the original 80s TV show? Because it says it's using the animated series as a jumping off point. So is it going to pick up where the animated series left off? Is it going to be like the Masters of the Universe series that's coming to Netflix, made by Powerhouse Studios? I think that's what they're called, and they're the ones who did the Castlevania Netflix show. In case you want to know who they are, or if you want an idea as to what they can do, or like the kind of work that they can do. They're basically going to make a live action series, and it's going to be helmed by Kevin Smith, and apparently it's supposed to pick up right where the series left off. So is this going to be sort of like this the same thing, where it's going to excuse me, it's going to pick up where the series left off, and continue? I don't know. I'm a little confused by that statement. A lifelong and diehard Thundercats fan, Wingard explained to Deadline in a supplementary interview that he, quote, saw this as an opportunity to do a new type of fantasy sci-fi spectacle film that people will have never seen before, while also expounding on how he wanted to respect the source material. Oh boy. I'll get back to this in a second. It's got rich mythology. The characters are fantastic. The colors. I want to do a Thundercats film that takes you back to the 80s aesthetic. The 80s aesthetic. I don't want to reinvent the way they look. Oh, really? Really? You don't want to reinvent the way they look. You want them to look like Thundercats. You don't want to reinvent the way they look, and you want to make a film that takes you back to that 80s aesthetic. You mean to tell me it's not going to be like a certain property that happened to do something else, and a property that also did something that caused a lot of people pain and caused a lot of people to go screw you, Warner Brothers. You mean you don't want to do something like this, which, according to the people who made this, is what real Thundercats fans want? I'm sorry, it's just I just found that statement to be very interesting. However, I just want to say this. While it's great that he says this, remember, the guy who made this, not the people behind the website, I'm talking about the actual show. You know, the person who made this, remember that teaser that came out? Remember, he kept the way he talked, it made it sound like he was a fan of Thundercats, and this is what he got. So I'm just saying, while yeah, he's saying all these things, just keep in mind it could be a bait and switch. They tell you, oh, this is what we want to do, and then you get something like this. Again, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm just saying keep that in mind. I'm just saying, I'm asking you to be cautious. Yeah, be cautiously optimistic. That's what I'm asking. Thankfully, the film will not be live action. Thank God indeed. As doesn't want to do it in okay. I think they're missing some things. As doesn't want to do it in live action, nor does he want it to look like cats. I don't want those kinds of issues. No disrespect to that director, whom I don't mean to throw under the bus. I mean, you're kind of throwing under the bus, admit it, dude. Than everyone else. I want to do a movie you've never seen before, a hybrid CGI film that has a hyper-real look and somehow bridges the gap between cartoon and CGI. That's the starting point, and Simon Barrett and I are getting into the script now. And there's just a page from one of the comics you can see, right? He-Man and Thundercats. Yeah, there was that crossover, which was pretty damn good. Seriously, if you haven't read it, I highly recommend you do. It's pretty damn good. Do you have faith in a Thundercats film from Adam Wingard and the producers of the live-action Death Note film? Let us know your thoughts on social media in the comments down below. Well, like I said, if I'm being honest, while this does sound good, it sounds good, I'm not going to lie. At the same time, I had my hopes up before when it comes to this. I had my hopes up when this first announced, and then we actually got to see the actual project, and well, you guys know the rest. If you've been following my channel for a while, you already know my thoughts on this show. I don't need to repeat them here. So yeah, while it's great that it sounds like it's coming from someone who again respects the source material and wants to, like, he doesn't think that the way they look needs to be changed or anything. While all that sounds great, I'm still gonna remain cautiously optimistic. I'm gonna remain cautiously optimistic when it comes to the show because, again, I've been let down before. And in another way I was let down, and this, considering this is coming from Warner Brothers, is that, you know, they went ahead and canceled the 2011 show, and a lot of people were disappointed by that because a lot of people really wanted to see the story end. Now, me personally, while I liked the 2011 show, personally, I did have a lot of problems with it, especially when it comes to the story. Not in comparison to the 80s, but just within itself, you know? I just felt like there were some storylines they kept repeating, or some storylines that I felt like kind of went nowhere. Specifically when it's in relation to two characters. So I had its problem, but overall I still liked it, and I did want to see it end. I did want it to have an ending. And I did, I don't know if you know this, but I think the creators did talk about it in a panel, which someone was there and they were able to write down everything that they said. Well, maybe not everything, I don't know, again, I wasn't there. But apparently they wrote down what plans they had for the second season. And again, it sounded very, very interesting. And I would have loved to see it. But we're never going to get that, which kind of sucks, but there you go. So I'm hoping that this is going to be good. I'm hoping, because again, I've been let down twice by Thundercats. Once, again, the first time in the 2011 show, and the second time with Thundercats Roar back in 2019. So just keep that in mind. Like, I don't want to I don't want to shit on anyone's hopes, but I'm just saying, keep it in mind. Again, these people have let us down with Thundercats in the past, so just keep that in mind. So that is all I have to say, guys. Those are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Remember to like the video and share the video if you like this, if you liked it, and if you like what I do here, and if you want to show your support for my channel. And also remember to subscribe. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. It will go a long way in supporting this channel. And also, if you are subscribed, I feel like now I have to say this, but please check to make sure you're still subscribed, because I know for a fact YouTube does unsubscribe people without their notice. So if you have been unsubscribed from my channel and you know you're a subscriber, just do me a favor, go ahead and check. And if you are subscribed, remember to click on the bell icon, because that will let you know whenever I post a new video, and it will let you know whenever I go live. That is all I have to say. Please remember to stay safe and take care of yourselves, and join me for the next video. Bye for now.